Terima kasih sudah klik video ini. Jangan lupa like, komen, dan subscribe. Oke teman-teman, di video kita kali ini kita akan belajar bahasa Inggris menggunakan metode pidato bahasa Inggris, dan tema pidato saya kali ini tentang bahaya narkoba bagi anak remaja ataupun mahasiswa. Langsung saja kita mulai. Good afternoon, dear colleges and the students of our Pride University. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you, and thank you for coming today. Now I am standing in front of you, portraying one big issue that becomes serious threat for youth in Indonesia, which is the danger of drugs for university students. It is not new that the use of addictive drugs is a serious fact that we need to face comprehensively. Based on National Anti-Narcotics Agency, 27% of all drugs users comes from university students. There are so many kinds of drugs. The approach as well. Actually, if we are talking about the danger of drugs, I'm sure that you understand about that. The same thing applies to the consequences from misuse of drugs. Everyone must know that the threat. But as we know, the drugs consumption rate within university students is still high. How could this happen? In recent years, Indonesia is one of potential markets for the distribution of drugs. Since a long time ago, Indonesia has been the place for transit and destination of drug supply. Dear students that I love, it is not a secret that Indonesia now is in the emergency of drugs usage. What makes this more miserable? This condition involves those in age of 24 until 30 years old. Youth is the most vulnerable generation to be involved in drug circle. What is the reason? Within the age of 24 until 30 years old is the time to seek self-actualization. The curiosity is elevated in their soul. The age is still unstable and easy to be influenced. Nowadays, the variant of new drugs is another factor that triggers the massive distribution of drugs. Within the age of university students, the chance of doing social interaction within those who are involved in drugs world is big. The supplier will justify all means to approach youth and slowly brainwash and enclosure about drugs. Within this vulnerable age, they want to try new things that can easily bring them to the dark circle of drugs. Moreover, university students is the phase of having their own responsibility without others' authority. When a university student who has his own authority of himself but not accompanied with wise way of thinking, he will be easy to be dragged and involved in unfortunate situation of drugs. Thousands people died due to misuse of drugs. Please don't let all of you guys, the students from our prime university, and waste your age by consuming drugs. The danger of drugs don't stop here. Once you are involved within misuse of drugs, you will face the shortcoming from smallest things. You won't concentrate in studying and learning. This will also affect your financial situation, because it is not cheap to access drugs. Most important and precious thing in this life is health. Once you are dragged in the circle of drugs, there are so many negative impacts to world health. There are so many proofs that drugs will disrupt youth. Death at its worst. Dear students that I'm proud of, the change to study in university is not coming twice. When you are already at college institution, never once tempted to try the drugs. Don't waste your future for temporary pleasure. Guard yourself with positive activity to prevent from trying drugs. There is no such thing as just trying, because of the addictive content of drugs will make someone ask for more, with higher dosage. For those who never involved in drugs, come to us. Fill your day Fill your day with positive activity so that you won't be tempted to go back in the illegal drug circle. Keep guarding yourself and be a productive student. Cheers. Nah, itu tadi teman-teman pidato bahasa Inggris tentang bahaya narkoba. Terima kasih sudah menonton video ini. Jangan lupa like, comment, dan subscribe.